Welcome to MotoGP Mac. In today's video we're going to talk about the sprint race that just happened for the German Grand Prix at the Sachsenring. Now before we get into it, here's how it finished. Marc Marquez won it from Marco Bezzecchi, Fabio Quartararo, Fabio Di Giannantonio, Jack Miller, Brad Binder, Johan Zarco, Alex Marquez, Pedro Acosta, Fermin Aldeguer, Miguel Oliveira, Pecco Bagnaia, Raul Fernandez, Joan Mir, Alex Rins, Luca Marini, Aya Agura, Lorenzo Savadori was the last one across the line. Franco Morbidelli gave himself an absolute egg beater of a crash during it. Doubtful for tomorrow's race, if I'm very, very honest. And as we know, Maverick Vinales crashed this morning and looks like he has dislocated his shoulder. And also we know Sam Kichantra and Jorge Martin, etc., weren't going to be racing this weekend. But once the race got underway, Marc got a really good start but made a mess the first corner and didn't really look comfortable for the first 5 or 6 laps. But once that segment of the race was over, Marc looked in control. Did he look like he was going to win? Maybe not. Until about 4 laps to go, you could see his pace was really, really there compared to Marco Bezzecchi and Fabio Quartararo. Bezzecchi rode a great race, all the way to the last lap before Marc passed him. And you can kind of see that he just went into bring it home mode rather than fight with Marc. Fabio Quartararo, really good race, up 4 spots from where he started as well. Got a really good launch, was very aggressive in the first few corners and just rode a really, really solid race. Fabio Di Giannantonio, again, good, solid race, battling with Marc at the start. Definitely no love lost between the two of them. And, Fabio made that very clear, although he just didn't have the pace of Marc. Jack Miller, again, really good race from Jack, up 4 places from where he started. And, while he wasn't on the screen for a lot of it, finishing 5th is a good solid one for him. Brad Binder, being his usual self, Mr. Race Day, up 4 spots. But again, looked in control, looked very, very comfortable. Johan Zarco didn't look comfortable at all, I will have to say. He did start on the medium rear tyre. Only wanted to actually take that, and it was definitely a mistake. Solid points again for Alex Marquez. I did question whether it was a good thing that he came back this weekend, and so far the answer is yes, because he has pulled 2 points more on Pecco. Fermin Aldeguer and Pedro Acosta had a really good battle, to be fair. Acosta was battling with Marc, but Pedro and Fermin Aldeguer did have a really good battle towards the end of the race, and it was good to see them. Miguel Oliveira, good solid race from him as well. Pecco Bagnaia, just not at the races today at all. You could see it in qualifying. Really not comfortable in the wet. Seems to have no feel with the rear of the bike, actually. You can see he's spinning up constantly and he can't get that power down to the ground. Raul Fernandez, good solid 13th. That's kind of where you expect him in the round. Joan Mir, Alex Rins, Luca Marini, Aya Agura. A little bit surprised with Aya Agura in 17th, but not so surprised with the Japanese manufacturing riders that they were 15th or 14th, 15th, 16th. And Lorenzo Savadori, not surprised there. Franco Morbidelli's crash definitely was a fast one. His leathers did burst open as well, which is rare to see in these days. You don't see it too often, I would say. But all in all, I thought it was a really good sprint race. Really enjoyed watching it. The last lap, it's nice to see races won in the last lap, not won in the first 3 laps, and then it's just cruise control. But I would definitely love to know your thoughts. What did you think of the sprint race at the Sachsenring? Definitely leave your thoughts in the comments below, and I'll be back again tomorrow with another video.